You can now get a 30-day trial to experience The Athletic for free. Visit the link in the description below to try it now. In this series, we analyse teams, identify problem areas, and suggest solutions in the form of incoming players. We won't follow gossip, rumours or conjecture, and we're concerned only with the player's on-field performance and their suitability for the role in question. Today's team is Juventus. Welcome to Sensible Transfers. Juventus thought that bringing back Max Allegri would be a quick fix. Allegri knows the club and has brought success before, but Juve are still underperforming. Allegri seems to have settled on a 4-3-3 despite experimenting with a variety of systems, and Juventus want to dominate the ball, use the wing-backs to generate chances, and if not exactly press high, at least force the opposition backwards and maintain constant pressure. This season, more than anything, Juventus are struggling to get the ball into the box with enough regularity and quality, and as a result, they are generating fewer chances and shots than the other good sides in Serie A. Juventus are strangely off the pace on a number of key metrics, with 21 games played so far in the league. And they are heavily reliant on Alessandro and Juan Cuadrado to get the ball into the area. The two account for just over a quarter of all of Juve's successful passes into the box. Meanwhile, the hugely talented but injury-prone Paulo Dybala and Alvaro Morata, who is keen to leave for Barcelona, amount to a massive 40% of the team's shots on target. Both of these metrics need to be shared around more, as well as improved for the team as a whole, and the need for fresh recruits is now even more urgent in the light of Federico Chiesa's injury. So it's clear then that Juventus' main target needs to be a reliable goal-scoring centre-forward. High shot volume is helpful, as well as conversion rate, while someone young, Italian or Serie A based would be ideal. An outside shout from abroad is Taiwo Awoniyi of Union Berlin. A lively all-round striker, he has a relatively good shot volume and nice link-up play in a functional Union side. At 24, he's approaching his peak, but has shown enough in the Bundesliga to make the step up. The obvious choice, though, is Sassuolo's Gianluca Scamacca. It's no surprise that Juventus have been linked to the striker because he fits their profile well. He's young, Italian, and plays for a club with whom Juventus have a good relationship. Manuel Locatelli is the most recent successful transfer between the two, while left-back Rogerio is apparently of interest to Juventus also. Scamacca is a player we really like, so much so we also mentioned him in the Arsenal Sensible Transfers video. But this feels like an even more obvious move for club and player. He's tall, physical, and yet sufficiently technical enough to be a composed finisher. He can produce moments of skill that belie his physicality, and he's shown consistent improvement as a footballer as he's adopted to the rigours of robust Italian defending. A proper number 9 who takes a lot of shots and mostly from good central areas, Scamacca would immediately boost Juventus' attacking metrics and could dovetail neatly with Dybala, who could sit behind him as a second striker. Now, while Sassuolo will not wish to part with such a prize asset, if Juventus are all in, as they should be, this is a deal that can and should be done. While Allegri likes his teams to attack with width, there's no doubt that the creative burden on Cuadrado and Sandro limits their options against low blocks. A Nicolo Barella style of mezzala, one who can feed the forwards and also break into the box from a flanking central midfield role, makes a lot of sense. A homegrown option is Giulio Maggiore of Spezia, an Italian youth international who has risen from Serie B with his club and operates on the right of a midfield 3. He has low pass volume numbers, but that's a reflection of the team's tactics. Where he stands out is his ability to get into the box and create. Our pick, though, is Lens Seko Fofana. Liga has a lot of dynamic progressive central midfielders. Arsenal's Matteo Guendouzi, on loan at Marseille, is another worth considering, but Fofana has been arguably the best of the lot this season, propelling Lens to a higher table position than anyone might have expected. He gets the ball into the box, carries superbly, and weighs in with excellent expected goals and assists numbers for a central midfielder. His defensive numbers are low, but that wouldn't be his job at Juve. What he would do is drive forwards, get the ball into dangerous areas while maintaining the shape and solidity of a midfield 3 or a double pivot. Lens and Fofana started the season below the radar, but that's definitely not the case now. And lastly, while Juventus have actually defended really well this season, with the third lowest expected goals against so far, they need fresh blood in that department. Selling Christian Romero and Emery Demiral seems odd, with Leonardo Bonucci's recent injury issues and Giorgio Chiellini's advancing years. While Mino Raiola has suggested that Matthias de Ligt may wish to seek a new challenge elsewhere, having failed to convince so far in black and white. While he would be a gamble, Rijeka's Hawaja Smolcic looks to be a very promising left-footed centre-back. He's made almost 80 first-team appearances, including in European competition, and he's only 21. He's also a Croatian under-21 international, an elegant passer who can play left-back and shows a desire to carry or make runs in behind, or on the overlap. He's a very promising modern defender who will at some point move to a bigger side. Our choice, though, is Federico Gatti of Frosinone. Highlighted by The Athletic's James Horncastle as a Juventus target and described by him as the revelation of this year's Serie B. Juventus like recruiting Italian centre-backs and building a team from that foundation, and Gatti, 23 years old, is at a crucial point in his career. He's experienced enough to make the leap, but still has his best years ahead of him. He's a mobile front-foot defender who likes moving forwards to seize on loose balls and stepping out to make interceptions. He's good enough in the air and also shows a decent range of progressive passing. He is right-footed, which makes him less of a replacement for Chiellini on that side of the defence, but he ticks every other box for Juve, and unlike many other talented centre-backs of his profile, he would not cost the earth. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. The Athletic is where the Ralph Rangnick to Manchester United story broke, where a team of journalists have provided unrivaled coverage of Newcastle United's new ownership, and where dedicated writers cover every Premier League team no matter their place in the table. And you can try it free now for 30 days.